Good morning, everyone. My name's Christy. Welcome to my corner. Thanks for joining me today for Flossmas number 17 of 2025. I am feeling a little more festive today. I'm wearing my Dinos in Santa Hats t-shirt. I'm drinking my coffee out of my mocha mug. I have some advents for you. Oh, this is bad. Don't like this coffee. Oh, this is bad. I'm gonna have to make different coffee when I go inside. Okay, second sip isn't as bad. Okay, maybe we can save this. Anyway, I have advents for you. I have a Forbidden Fiber Co. advent calendar, an Ulta Beauty advent calendar, and a Universal Yums snack small candy advent calendar. I also have a coffee advent calendar. I think I need to remember that the first sip isn't indicative of the rest of it. So let's check out what our coffee is for the day. This is number 11. It smelled really good in bean form, and then it smelled weird in pour over form. Yeah, and that's why. Okay, so this is Acierres Estate Centro Americano by Rooftop Coffee Roasters in Fernie, British Columbia. It's roasted, and the origin is Costa Rica. The tasting notes are apricot marmalade, orange zest, and fresh cherry. I maybe need to take this in with me and just like take the ones that I think sound good. Jammy, yeah, like, I don't know. We'll have to see. Because whenever there's a zest, like a citrus, I don't love it. And when there's a berry, I don't love it. All right, I think I can actually finish this. So that's a start. All right, so let's do Advents. The Forbidden Fiber Co. Advent Calendar. Hold on, I gotta find the little gifty. Okay, so the Forbidden Fiber Co. Advent Calendar, on odd days, you get a gifty. On even days, you get a floss and a piece of the pattern. If you want to know more about this Advent Calendar, you can check out my Flossmas number 1. It is my brain's not working. I haven't had my coffee yet. The theme is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I'm not currently stitching the pattern. It is confusing to me, although I have been seeing some online. But this feels like a notebook. So this is 17. It is a gifty. More than a Christmas puzzles book. That is fun. A Christmas puzzles book. And the way it is bound means it lays flat. So, like, what kind of puzzles? Santa's Path. Are there directions? There's a maze. Merry Matches. I don't understand. I know how word searches work, but it doesn't. I do love a Sudoku. Oh, Merry Matches. Draw a series of separate paths, each connecting a pair of identical Christmas icons. No more than one line can enter any grid square, and lines can only travel horizontally or vertically. My God. Okay. So we got some games to play with the nieces if they want to play some Christmas puzzle games. This is a really nice, it's not like leather bound, but this is a good quality book. Very nice. Oh, I'm like an influencer. I hate that. Sorry. I apologize. I just became what I hate. All right. So that is our gifty for today. And then we have our Beauty Advent. Where is 17? Here is 17. Ugh. There we go. It's a tube of something. Okay, I can't get it out that way. It is soy face cleanser. There we go. Fresh soy face cleanser. For all skin types, rich in amino acids, gently cleanses face and eyes. Cool. Again, these are minis that I will use because I use minis when I travel. And we have an RV, and so we're going to plan on traveling a lot in the next, decade. Excellent. So that's that. Oops, we don't want anything falling out. Taking the doors off was not a good idea. Because they really want to fall out. Oh, next is my Universal Yums. Ooh, it's hiding under books. I want to show you books that I found. Oh, there we go. And I have this big basket here, which used to just be like full of stuff. So basically I have it there to keep things that I want to show in my floss tubes, but then I never took the things out of the basket. And so it just filled up. Anyway, that's probably more information than you need. So 17 is, it looks like cantaloupe and berries. Cantaloupe and berries. Let's see here. Jellissimo. I am slightly disappointed that this is so Europe centered. I feel like it could have been not Europe centered. Jellissimo candy, strawberry and pineapple? No, that's, oh, we already have Jellissimo, but this is not what we have. Yes, Jellissimo candy, blackcurrant and melon flavored. And this again is Lithuania. Lots from Lithuania. Let's see what we have here, if it's any good. But melon and, what was it? Melon and berry. Oh, blackcurrant and melon. That's good. You really taste the melon. I got a little sugar stuck in my throat. Sorry. All right. So that is my advents for the day. And I have stitching to show you, but not the stitching you're expecting. When last we left our brave adventurer, me being the brave adventurer, I was supposed to work on my scarf, my Bayou tapestry scarf. As you can see, it has not changed because I did not work on my Bayou tapestry scarf yesterday. I had other fish to fry. And the other fish is the Stiachalong competition. The, oh no, I just lost my pen. There's a pregame. So the Stiachalong competition has a pregame. The last time I participated in the Stiachalong competition was in 2021, which was the last one they held. I'm a member of an international team called Sips and Stitches that is run by the indomitable Jessie from Mislaid Pages. And I won the pregame competition with my training montage based on Rocky Balboa. As someone from the Philadelphia area, that makes sense. I don't know that I'm going to win this time, but I will show you what the competition is so that way you can understand. So the competition is essentially a blackwork meme. And the blackwork meme is really in front of my ... And so this is the model and really in front of my ornament. And so it's like the same thing. And so you have to pick what you're shocked that someone would say something so, you know, out of pocket in front of. And so I was trying to think of something, and and those of you who are follow me on Instagram have already seen it. I was trying to think of something that just made me laugh. Like, my goal in Stiachalong is just to make myself laugh. I don't know if I'm going to win. I'm hopeful that I'll win. I don't think I will. There were some amazing entries. This is what I worked on yesterday. Really? In front of Hyacinth Bouquet's white slimline telephone? No, it's pronounced bouquet. All right, this is going to be my thumbnail. All right. So for those of you you who don't know, and I took a chance with this because this is a reference from a not current television show with the late, great Dame Patricia Rutledge as Hyacinth Bouquet, called Keeping Up Appearances. It's a British comedy show from the 90s. It is one of my all-time favorite shows, and this was sort of my second choice. I do a lot of my planning and thinking when I'm walking the dog. And so my first idea was to say, really, right in front of Hyacinth Bouquet as portrayed by the late, great Dame Patricia Rutledge. And I was going to basically modify like a cross-stitch pattern of Queen Elizabeth II, because there are lots of like little pixelated Queen Elizabeth IIs out there, and just kind of adjust it to be Hyacinth Bouquet. I feel like Hyacinth Bouquet would really appreciate that. But then I thought, oh my God, wouldn't it be fun if it was just the telephone? Because she answers the telephone. So those of you who know the lore, the Hyacinth Bouquet lore, already know this. But basically, she's very class conscious. She's very class conscious, and she's very middle class. But she wants to be not middle class. She wants to be upper class, and she does not want to be lower class, which is where she came from. And so she's very aware. It's called Keeping Up Appearances because she's very aware of appearances, and no one can fucking stand her because she's so obnoxious. She's hilarious. Like, Patricia Rutledge was a comedic genius. Okay, so her telephone number was very close to the local Chinese takeout number. And so she would answer the phone, Bouquet residence, lady of the house speaking. And then someone would try to order Chinese food. She'd say, no, you cannot have a number 2. This is a white slimline telephone with automatic redial and has no connection to any trade whatsoever. So anyway. And, of course, the last name is spelled Bucket, because it used to be Bucket. Before Hyacinth married into the family, the last name was Bucket. But you can't have a last name Bucket if you are class conscious, and so you pronounce it Bouquet. Anyway. All right, let's get back to light. All right. So that's what I worked on yesterday. And today I am going to work on this project. I'm going to put that right there. I am going to work on my scarf today and whatever else I pick. I'm going to work on 2 projects today. I have, I'm still home. I do need to pack. I need to start packing because we're leaving on Friday. And I need to clean more. But I also need to decompress from the semester. So I'm going to work on those. So let's see what we're working on. I also have to sew. I have to do some sewing because I have to make my niece's Christmas gift. Although if I don't make it, that's okay because I bought her something as well. I have a purchased gift and a made gift. The Bayou test. Okay, so this is it's going to be a very Bayou Tapestry heavy day. Hold on, let me get it. All right, so here's my Bayou test, and I am going to keep working on this today as well. And just to show you the image of this from my Bayou Tapestry book, I'm pretty sure that he's on page 71. No, that's where the archers are. Oh, shoot. Oh, hold on. Let me find him. I was right. He was on 71. So there he is right there. And I think I made him a little bit slightly smaller. Oh, and I used way too many. I have way too many little like armor circles. There are not nearly so many armor circles in this guy. Which makes sense because it's going to be really hard to make all those little armor circles. Okay, well that's good to know. And again, I do think that this is, I think that this is actual, sorry, I'm like looking at it, you can't see it. This is actual size. I'm pretty sure. Alrighty. So there is that. So I'll work on that today. But I also wanted to show you some other books that I found that I thought you might enjoy. I have a friend who left PhD school when his dad needed help with their junkyard business in rural South Georgia. And so he helped his dad with the junkyard business, and then his dad passed away and he took over the junkyard business. And he made millions of dollars, which he would not have made as a history PhD, in case you're wondering. So he retired in his 40s. So he's been retired for a while. And what he does is he buys weird things. So he has like a pinball machine collection. He has a classic car collection. He has, and the why this is relevant is that he bought a shipping container of books from a public library that was closing. Now, some of these books are questionable. Like they are, I'm going to be honest, they are fucking racist. They are like 1920s and 30s deep South, right? I mean, we're talking really racist. But some of them were really fun. And so what I want to start doing in the new year, just a heads up if anyone's interested, is I'm super interested in junk journaling. I don't actually want a junk journal, but I want to make junk journals because they just seem like so much fun. And so what I want to also do is sort of in my Etsy shop sell my spoolery Etsy shop is sell kind of packs of different kinds of vintage paper to people who like junk journaling with vintage paper. So he gave me, blah, blah, blah. So he gave me like 4 giant boxes of these books. As he's going through them, he kind of picks out some fun ones for me. And he had some needlework books. So we have Needlework Stitches by Barbara Snook. And it just is like a dictionary of fun stitches. Some counted, some not counted. Some loose, some not loose. Yeah. How fun is that? So he got that. I got that book. I got a whole bunch of them, but this is just what I found yesterday as I was putting some things away. Whole sewing catalog. I don't know what this is. It's the Roberts Memorial Library, Middle Georgia College in Cochran, Georgia. But this is like sewing patterns. How to sew things like they would. When was this published? 1979. It's as old as me. I am old. Right? So this is like how to sew in a zipper. How to make a buttonhole. Anyway, so I thought that was fun. Now, some of them I got just to cut up. So there's like old music books and stuff that I'm never going to use. But also, there's some that I kind of want to keep. So this is the Singer Sewing Book. You can't see it. The Singer Sewing Book. And look at that pretty little picture. That's cute. Oh, I might make that into a pattern. This one was published in 1969 by the Singer Company. You are about to begin an adventure in creativity. But it has, again, sewing instructions. Ooh, how to make a little scalloped edge. Anyway, I thought this was fun to show you. Braiding cords. Anyway, super fun, I thought. So there's that. I need to put it here and not knock everything over. And then Creative Needlework by Solveig Hedden and Joe Springer. Illustrated step-by-step directions for a dozen needlework techniques and more than 30 beautiful designs. Ooh, we got letters. I guess that's a monogram. Edging. Drawn thread hem. I mean, like, look at that. Drawn through time. Anyway, when was this published? It doesn't say. It still has the library card. Oh my goodness. How cute is that? Oh, I remember library cards. Card catalogs. I'm not seeing a date on this puppy. Women's World Library. Creative Needlework. But even that is fun. All right, so we got that, and then I think I have one more. Yeah, one more. Oh, yeah, this is not heraldic designs and engravings, where it's just pictures of heraldry. And I'm assuming what it means. They're all numbered. Yeah, they're numbered and then listed in the back. So anyway, those are some of the fun books that I found in a box in my storage room, which is right there, that I wanted to show you. So I hope you enjoyed that. All right, so the plan for today is lots of bayou stitching, which is great. I love being on a theme. Cleaning, packing, picking up some medicine, actually. I pick up medicine. And there we go. That's the plan. And sewing my niece's gift if I have time. One of the things in here is actually sewing. So if I don't pick it before tomorrow, I'm going to put Goonies back in now that I found the pattern. So put Goonies back in. So when I draw that, because if I can't sew it, I can't take my sewing machine with me. So that doesn't make any sense. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me. Sorry if there was a little bit of a ramble happening in here. I'm just feeling a little rambly. And so thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please take good care of yourselves and have a happy Flossmas. Bye.